I'm John from Exit Boxing. This is my friend, Nancy Garcia, Texas Golden Glove state champion and national runner-up. Today we're going to talk about how to slip outside the 1-2 easy and quickly. So let's say my opponent throws a 1-2, boom, boom, exactly. So there are some fighters that have made comments on the Facebook group saying that this is really scary to slip, they can't do it because they feel like slipping the jab is easy, but then they run their head into the right hand, boom. Okay, thank you, she didn't hit me today. But so yes, it's true. I totally understand exactly why, because it feels like you have to go in two directions very quickly. It's like you have to cross the road twice, and there's two cars coming at you, and you're scared of the right hand hitting you. And the truth is, yes, it will probably hit you the way most people do it. So for me, usually almost always the number one problem is that they overcommit to slipping the jab. So I'm gonna go from this angle right here, this diagonal angle. So what many fighters do is they commit everything to slipping the jabs. Let's go, boom. And already they set their body down, they put it on the back leg, they go under, they turn their head, they turn their body. Now what happens when the right hand comes, guess what's gonna happen? They have to, it's so scary to try to reverse all this commitment and go the other way, right? When you slip the jab like this, you overcommit so much like this, now you have to go back the other way. So you have to change, first you have to change direction, then you have to go even faster to get past the right hand. For sure, it's gonna be scary. Most likely you're gonna get caught, and I wanna show you the danger if you get caught, by the way. Let's say I slip the jab, I overcommit, wait, not yet, just the jab. Okay, I overcommit, I turn my head. Now, watch, when I turn my head back into it, if I get caught, let's go, boom, it's a knockout because it's momentum of her fist plus my head literally turning myself into the knockout punch. For sure, I'm gonna go down. So there are a few easy tips on how not to overcommit on slipping the jab. So the first tip is not to commit too much to slipping the jab. Use the smallest amount of movement possible to slip the jab. So let's say, for example, let's go from this diagonal again. Let's say you slip the jab this time. That's enough, just that. Boom, that's it, right? Here, boom. And you see how I keep my head forward. I try to stay forward. My head is forward, right? So I move the smallest amount and I keep my head forward so that when the right hand comes, it's very easy, doesn't feel like so much work. Let's give this angle right here. Again, boom, very small. Again, boom, boom. There you go. So, and I'm just gonna go back here so she doesn't cover me, jab. Very small, right hand, easy, right? But if on the jab, go ahead, I turn, I duck, I turn, like now the right hand, I have to turn back. So it's always gonna be scary that way. And my tip actually is when I wanna slip both these punches, I set my slipping for the right hand. So let's say her right hand, typically right hands, to get outside right hand, I don't start from here, right? It's a lot of work. If she throws, exactly, it's a lot of work. I keep my weight more centered, I prepare to go outside or maybe slightly down. Here it is, there you go. Boom, there you go, boom. So I practice, the way I drill is to get outside the right hand, and then we just add the jab right in front of it. So I'm learning how to do this backward, I'm reverse engineering. Let's go. Oh, sorry, jab first. Again, 1, 2, again, 1, 2. There you go. So I do it that way. I commit myself more to slipping the right hand, keep my weight forward, my head forward, and try the most minimal amount to slip the jab as possible. Also, the setup that will make it very easy for you as well. If I stand super straight up balanced like this, when I slip the jab, let's go, I'm crushed to this side already. But if I keep my head more forward, when she jabs, jabs right at my chin, you see, it doesn't, I can go back on balance when I slip it, right? So instead of here to here, I'm here to here, right hand. Yeah, second, boom, boom, right? So I really do, I set it up from here. There's another thing that I love to do too, is that I wait after I slip the jab. I wait to make sure the right hand really goes for my face. So here, jab, boom. Now I wait for the right hand to go for me, and I lift up. I come up and over the right hand, right? So don't go too fast, just wait, wait, wait. Again, wait, wait, boom. And if she punches down at me, that's the most ideal response. So a jab, if she punches down, boom, and that's the counter I'm looking for. So that's how I would do it.
All right, so what I like to do is also a micro slip. I'm gonna slip to the outside of their shoulder. So if Johnny throws his jab, I'm gonna slip and I'm slightly leaning forward. Now, if I know that they're gonna pull back the jab and throw the cross, I roll underneath it. So I'm gonna come underneath here, keep my hand up, and now they're exposed, I can counter. Again, slip and roll. So I'm gonna slip, roll, right here, boom, counter. And then bring it back. All right, another thing that you could do is when they throw their jab, you can catch their jab with the same side. So Johnny's gonna throw his jab, I catch it. Now I'm gonna step to the side with my lead foot to the outside of their shoulder. So when they throw the cross, I'm right here. It's just a little micro step, gaining some angle, same thing, level of exposure, right here, you can counter. Again, catch the jab, step to the outside of their jab, just a small step, boom. You can also set up a jab after that, so you'll catch, step, and then sweep, bop, bop, gain some angle.
Another pro tip for me to help you slip outside both punches faster is that when I slip to my right hand, so when I slip to my right hand, let's say I slip the jab, boom. When I slip to my right hand, I don't slip to the ball of my foot. I slip to the heel of my front foot. It sounds like the same thing, but I realize when people try to slip to the ball of their front foot, it literally takes you into the right hand's punch. So let's go 1, 2, 1, boom, right? So, and I'm gonna show you from this angle right here. Actually, from this angle right here, if I slip this way for the jab, if I slip to the ball of my front foot, it literally feels like I'm going right into the right hand, and it's gonna feel very scary. So what I do is I slip outside the jab, and then I slip to the left heel to the front heel. So instead of feeling more back and forward, which is very scary, it feels more back and left. And I think that will make you feel quicker. So boom, boom, instead of boom, boom, right? That's gonna be terrifying, and for sure, you're coming right to where the right hand is. So I would focus more on that, and I think it's very common because many fighters are taught to, like, when they're taught to slip, it's like changing weight to the ball of the foot, ball of the foot. But I think ball, heel. Ball, heel. And from this heel position right here, left to the body or whatever, right? Whereas if I go here, if I'm switching to the ball, then I'm using that weight to do a pivot, because since I put my weight on the ball of the foot. This video is too long.
Not too bad.
Too much has been said.
Too much info.
I'm John from Exit Boxing. This is Nancy Garcia. You can follow her, Instagram, Nancy_Garcia.tx. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out my website, expertboxing.com. Thanks for watching.